صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Chapter on the delegation of Abdul-Qais. Narrated Abu Jamrah. I said to Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with them, I have an earthenware pot containing nabidh, that is, water and dates or grapes, for me, and I drink of it while it is sweet. If I drink much of it and stay within the people for a long time, I get afraid that they may discover it, for I will appear as if I were drunk. Ibn Abbas said, a delegation of Abdul-Qais came to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and he said, Welcome, O people! Neither will you have disgrace, nor will you have regret. They said, O Allah's Messenger, there are the Mudar Mushrikun, pagans, between you and us, so we cannot come to you except in the sacred months. So please tell us some orders to do something good, religious deeds, on acting upon which we will enter paradise. Besides, we will preach that to our people who are behind us. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, I order you to do 4 things and forbid you from 4 things. I order you to believe in Allah. Do you know what is to believe in Allah? That is, to testify that La ilaha illallah, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. I order you also for iqam as-salah, to perform salah, prayers, perfectly, to pay zakat, and to observe sawm, fasting, during the month of Ramadan, and to give the khumus, that is, 1/5 of the booty, for Allah's sake. I forbid you from 4 things, that is, the wine that is prepared in ad-daba, al-naqir, al-hantam, and al-muzaffat. See Volume 1, Hadith number 53. Footnote: Iqam as-salah, the performance of as-salah, the prayers. This is not understood by many Muslims. It means every Muslim, male or female, is obliged to offer his salah, prayers, regularly 5 times a day at the specified times. The male in the mosque in congregation and the female at home. As the Prophet, peace be upon him, has said, order your children to offer salah, prayers, at the age of 7, and beat them about it at the age of 10. The chief of a family, town, tribe, etc., and the Muslim ruler of a country are held responsible before Allah in case of non-fulfillment of this obligation by the Muslims under his authority. To perform the salah, prayers, in a way just as Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to perform it, with all its rules and regulations, that is, standing, bowing, prostrating, sitting, etc., as he, peace be upon him, has said, perform your salah, prayer, the way you see me performing it. Please see Ahadith numbers 735, 736, 737, 756, 823, and 824, Sahih Bukhari, for the Prophet's way of offering salah, prayer, in the book of characteristics of salah, prayer, and that the salah, prayer, begins with takbir, Allahu Akbar, with the recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha, etc., along with its various postures, standing, bowing, prostrations, sitting, etc., and it ends with taslim. Narrated Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with them. The delegation of Abdul-Qais came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and said, O Allah's Messenger, we belong to the tribe of Rabi'a. The infidels of Mudar tribe intervened between us and you, so that we cannot come to you except in the sacred months. So please order us some things we may act on and invite those left behind to act on. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, I order you to observe 4 things and forbid you from 4 things. I order you to believe in Allah, that is, to testify that La ilaha illallah, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, pointed with finger indicating one and added, Iqam as-salah, perform as-salah, prayers perfectly, to give zakat, and to give 1/5 of the booty, for Allah's sake. I forbid you to use ad-duba, al-naqir, al-hantam, and al-muzaffat, utensils used for preparing alcoholic liquors and drinks. Narrated Bukayr, Quraib The freed slave of Ibn Abbas told me that Ibn Abbas, Abdurrahman bin Azhar, and Al-Miswar bin Makhrama sent him to Aishah, saying, "Pay her our greetings, and ask her about offering of the 2 rak'ah after Asr prayer, and tell her that we have been informed that you offer these 2 rak'ah while we have heard that the Prophet peace be upon him had forbidden their offering." Ibn Abbas said, "I and Umar used to beat the people for their offering them." Quraib added, "I entered upon her and delivered their message to her. She said, 'Ask Salama.' So I informed them of Aishah's answer, and they had sent me to Salama for the same purpose as they sent me to Aishah. Salama replied, 'I heard the Prophet peace be upon him forbidding the offering of these 2 rak'ah. Once the Prophet peace be upon him offered the Asr prayer and then came to me. And at that time, some Ansari women from the tribe of Bani Haram were with me. Then the Prophet peace be upon him offered those 2 rak'ah, and I sent my lady servant to him, saying, 'Stand beside him and say to him, Salama says, O Allah's Messenger, didn't I hear you forbidding the offering of these 2 rak'ah after the Asr prayer? Yet I see you offering them. And if he beckons you with his hand, then wait.' So the lady servant did that, and the Prophet peace be upon him beckoned her with his hand. And she waited, and when the Prophet peace be upon him finished his salah, prayer, he said, 'O the daughter of Abu Umayyah, that is Salama, you were asking me about these 2 rak'ah after the Asr prayer. In fact, some people from the tribe of Abdul-Qais came to me to embrace Islam, and busied me so much that I did not offer the 2 rak'ah which were offered after the compulsory Zuhr prayer. And these are those 2 rak'ah you have seen me offering." Narrated Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with them, the first Friday, that is Jum'ah prayer offered after the Friday prayer, offered at the mosque of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, was offered at the mosque of Abdul-Qais situated at Jawatha, that is, a village at Al-Bahrain.